Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday. And it is magical. Some things happened over the weekend for me. Uh, I had a dream about a hummingbird, and it's weird because the hummingbird came in trying to eat, and I had emptied the food, and I said the hummingbird can't eat. So I'm kind of thinking this has to do with what we're all going through. I'm not sure about the hummingbird yet. I haven't really looked it up, and I know that the hummingbird is it's a very little aggressive bird, believe it or not. So I see things that are going to happen. A couple of years ago, I seen something was going to happen, so we've got to talk because it is happening. I had a dream about a TV. It was like a black and white TV, and in my dream, there was flashes of different scenes, but the different scenes were different generations. Like I seen guys with fedora hats and women with hats, and I seen hippie stuff, and I seen all. It was like all the generations just going through on this movie screen. And I had said that something's not right. It's trying to get us to reflect over the different centuries, like the different things we all went through. And it it didn't make sense then, but it kind of makes sense now. They just I just read an article the other day that they finally discovered a portal. And the portal, yeah, we have portals everywhere. We just kind of don't find them. But yes, there is a portal opened up. What I've seen is right now we are in Earth School. It's different times and different things that we're going through. So right now we're going through this dense, like kind of third world country that America turned out to be. And we're looking at things, how we made mistakes, what we did, and what we need to fix. But right now, Source has us working on self because we have been traveling, from childhood to teen to young. We've been doing all this and we've been creating our own world. But there's other worlds that are created in another dimension. I also seen a gentleman, I don't even remember who the name. I watch so much stuff. I do so much research. But he had said the same thing. He said there is other dimensions open where people are living like in the 60s. People are living like in the 50s, the roaring 20s. There's different dimensions for those experiences. And they're coming to me now. So, yeah, now I understand what the movie thing was about. I keep going back to the World Fair. Something keeps saying World Fair. Look at World Fair. The World Fair was like, I think in the 20s. I didn't look too much into it, but I know that the World Fair would come in and they'd set up like a whole world, like a whole town with beautiful lights. And because they had the Tesla technology back then, so they had free electricity with just lights and beauty and everything. And yeah, I have this feeling that right now we have went in a different dimension. And I have this feeling that when CERN said in 2012 in an interview, how can we tell them we changed the world as they know it? Metaverse come in where you can, put the glasses on and go into another world. Well, I just go to sleep and go into another world. So I don't need the glasses. Uh, I've seen the flying. I've flown on, like I said, kind of discs things, and I didn't have to be, I just felt safe. I felt secure. It was like a gravity was holding me into this disc as I was flying through the sky. They have something coming out now that kind of looks like a disc, and yeah, you fly. So all the flying technology that I have been dreaming about and going through in my dreams, that technology is being released gradually, but it is being released because we basically came from so much more intelligence than we have on Earth School. Earth School, if you can get through Earth School, you you're good, because Earth School, I think, is the hardest because it's the evolution. We're changing in this Earth School. This Earth School change. It's like the end. It's like, okay, now we're ready. We went through Earth School. We've learned all kinds of stuff. But then I hear this voice saying, "What did you learn?" So that is what we are going to have to take back. What we learned from this 3D planet. So, uh, dreams are everything. So remember your dreams, keep a dream journal, keep a gratitude journal, be grateful for everything. Things will start coming into focus. Um, I can't stress that enough. People don't communicate as much as they do, as much as they used to. And it's going to get to the point where people aren't going to communicate like that at all. We won't even really talk to each other. We'll communicate through our mind, our subconscious, because we are all connected. But it'll be that you won't be able to interrupt anybody. Your privacy will be your privacy. And it will be the most amazing bliss and beauty after you graduate Earth School that we can go on to other dimensions and other things that we're going to get into. Okay, I'm already yawning. I know that a lot of people were getting tired, vertigo feelings, dizzy feelings. It is what we're going through. And don't think it's crazy. Everybody else is going through different symptoms. You'll be okay. But we have to get through this. And I noticed that people are coming out. People in the spiritual world that have always felt the things that we're feeling, we're coming out, and we're coming out full blast. We're ready because we have been dreaming, we have been meditating, we have been working on ourselves. We have been doing the work because we have to. Something told me I had to, so I did. Okay, now I am going to get into these cards because these cards, Source has been putting me down a rabbit hole of information, and I just let it, after my meditation, I just let the cards flow where they need to flow. And I think it's beautiful what we're going through. I think it's an amazing uh, world we live in, and I'm so grateful that I'm here to witness the evolution of our world because it's going to be beautiful. Also, and I didn't write it down. I didn't write the three like countries. There's three weird countries out there I've never heard of. They just gave the names of them, and yeah, those are like there's like a city that's beautiful, amazing, and there's nobody there. Nobody. Nobody lives there. Are they getting us ready for something like that? Because we're not leaving this plane of existence. We're not going up into a hovercraft and disappearing. We are learning. And when we're done learning, our soul will go to another place to learn. But this is like a holding point. This is like, what are they going to create? How are they going to make this world beautiful? How are they going to survive what they've been through? The pain, the suffering, the happiness, everything. How are they going to survive? Are they going to be okay? We need to be okay. Soul families got to come together. There's not a lot of people out there chatting. There's not a lot of people talking. There's really it's like you're listening to things, but you have no opinion. Start reaching out and giving an opinion because you know what? You are a teacher also. We are teachers and students. We are learning from other people. If you think you're going to go through and know it all and have just you and maybe a couple people in your little circle doing stuff, it. What are you doing? You got to get out of the circle. We've got to get further. If it was your time, you'll feel the nudges to go to do this. Listen for them. Meditation is very, very important. And, I heard somebody the other day, the easiest way to blank out your mind is go from the backside of your brain. And yes, I am tired because I have been dreaming like major lately. Number 17, flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. This is where we are right now, folks. 17, cue the card. This Think about this. This is her senses. Look at the heart in the fire, in the flame. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. The blazing fire of love inside yearns for fulfillment. It longs for physicality, touch, tenderness, and sensual togetherness. It is the most ancient and truly divine desire for fusion, the dissolution of matter. In our world, unfortunately, the flames of desire are used as a means to tie and bind us, which is exactly the opposite of what our divine source once intended for us. Sex sells is now our motto, or at least that of many of those marketing a product. And again, unfortunately, it works. These flames of desire are often also used to practice black magic and to bind and ensnare other people. You have drawn this card in order to recognize the truth and to withdraw from this false and destructive plan in order to live the pure divine plan of physical and divine love. When two become one in the blazing flames of love, they forget who they are. The self is dissolved and they become entirely consumed by feeling and pure energy. Search for the truth of passion, desire, and the flames of love within you and in your relationship. If you have no partner, seek out someone who lights a fire in you without asking anything in return. Actively address the issue of desire and do not be ashamed of what drives you. The divine source has given us the hot flames of love as a gift, along with our yearning for a partner and a desire for union. Your helpers for the next 21 days, power animals, the cobra. The herbal essence is patchouli. Healing crystal is precious opal, and the number is 8. We got massive 8s, which is, we know, infinity. We know what an 8 is. Come on. Number 8 tells you that now is the time for harmony, calm, and a place of retreat. You have been given the gift of a light that opens your mind and delivers the strength to create something that will last for all time, should you want it to do so. Number 8's energy field opens up eternity for you. It is renewal, paradise, spirituality, calm, mindfulness, and the completion of transformation. This flames of desire, how do we use it? How do we use the desire? Do we desire to be whole? Do we desire to be a half a person and have somebody else telling you what to do? What do you want? Her eyes tell everything. She is like, I've got this flame and it's burning inside. And I'm looking at you. Yeah, this is a really good message for us to start because we have to be careful with this. This can take us down some wrong roads for the wrong desire. Today is 11/25 of 2024. It's a 17. Yep. Cue the card. Number 8, infinity. 11/26/2024 is Thoth Tuesday. It is an 18. It is a 9. 9 goes into 9 is like the infinity number. I've heard 9 was the last number, 10 and all that they invented. So we don't even know what the hell's true and what's not, but we've got to feel into it when we're like, say you're reading something and you're thinking about something, feel into it almost like a meditation, and you'll get like a yucky feeling or you'll get a good feeling, and you'll know because you can tell. My husband says to me the other day, he says, you know, he says, you shouldn't go into hospitals and stuff like that. You should be around people with negative because it absorbs in you. I said, really? Wow, that's cool. I just went along with it because I told him that years ago. When you're around really negative people, you have to kind of laugh it off and try to not put yourself into that little problems. Let it flow out, let it work itself out. Okay, now we got a lot of cards, and I've been going to like different decks because so much has wants to come out. And right now, we are talking the now space, okay? The eagle see from a higher perspective. If you're looking at something and you've got a perspective on it, go higher and look at a different perception. Our perception sometimes tricks us. We get the perception of a great person, and then we get the perception a while later of, ooh, not so great person. So you have to really look at it in different ways or listen to it from a friend. Like if you're both watching the same thing, get an opinion. There's a lot of people that do not want your opinion. They have their own opinion. They know it all and they won't listen to nothing new. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I got to say. Look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws its power and strength from the sun. It is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide which is able to see for miles. It approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desire. I'm telling you, folks, ego and selfish desire is the biggest no-no in spiritual, religious, and whatever. I have seen where people are fake, and then when they're with the friends or family, they're real. So be careful with those. Those are dangerous. Eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or visions may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation needs or egos could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Now, know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. I love that card. That is what I was just saying. We have to really look at the perception in different ways because our perception could be one-sided at that point. And we have to step out of the box and look at everything. And just like I said, I keep going back to the World Fair. There was something up with them. That something happened at that point. When they can come in and build a city in like a couple months and have this World Fair for I don't know how long, and then as soon as it's over, completely tear down the city, an actual city, not just like a little fair. They created an actual city. And then how did they do that? How did in 2 months they create a city for a fair? Something isn't jiving with that at that point. So these world fairs, it's almost like it's a small world. That's what just come into my mind. It's a small world from Disney. If you've ever been in it, it's a small world. It takes you in a little boat and you go through all different countries, and they're singing and they're dancing and they're little dolls and they're from all, you go through this boat and they're all different countries, all different nationalities, and some are dancing and they're showing their nationalities. So they're all different. We got to remember, I think that we are in places where we have to be at that time. So don't rush anything. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. And the other day we got the reflection pool. We've got that a couple times. And we need to reflect. We need to stop, take 10, 15, 20 minutes, take a nap, do some meditation, and we really need to think about our day and what we went through and what kind of signs are telling us things. Take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Angels accept you just the way you are, even when you are going through a challenging time. They still hold you in the highest esteem. The mirror guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are, in fact, what is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the mirror guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. We have to work on self. We're all different, but yet we're one. And we got one more. Earth Mother, feel love and comfort. That one just told us to feel love too. I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't feeling so loved. You are loved. You're loved very much by Source, your angels, your spirit guides. The problem is that you let yourself get taken back from this world. You let yourself be overwhelmed by this world and just kind of focused and went into this world. You didn't like a little gnat or something around. You didn't work on self. You just went with along with everybody else. And there's so many that do that. They want to be the peachy keen jelly bean. And not everybody's different. Everybody has different personalities. I can get by somebody and they may hate me. My energy may be going, oh no, she might make us nice and love each other. So yeah, you never know. We got the Earth Mother, and we really need to feel love and comfort. You know what? Start with yourself. I know that's weird saying that, but when I worked on self in my walk in the dark night of the soul and looked at everything, I changed. I decided, I looked at my past and I looked at myself and I realized the wrongs that I did. I realized things that can't be fixed, they can't be taken back, and it's okay. But that was a learning experience too. I look back on it and I learn from it now. So that is really, it's kind of like comfort and joy. Um, Allow yourself to be cherished. Earth Mother is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Earth Mother is the female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes and hearts of Earth Mother, you are her child, and she is highly protective of her baby. Seriously, you are protected. Earth Mother will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone. Behind her can help you adapt as the changes of life come your way. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded Know that Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in her eyes of the divine, you are a child of light. And it's important you know that and feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockage that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. You are being guided to make choices that are based on love. I've had people tell me that I never felt love. I begged for people to love me and they wouldn't. You know, um, you got to love yourself first. Okay, now we have the Magic Spirit Oracle one to come out and play. The first card we got was 24, which is a 6. Trust in the places you feel guided towards. Space, time, and self. Infinity, reincarnation, 5D. Yeah, that's what basically I think all of us are going for. We need to learn to know ourselves before we fly. I trust and remember my soul's mission. Higher self, intuition, quantum realm, you are a soul here to embark on a human journey. You chose this mission to experience and enjoy, overcome, and evolve into your highest, most authentic self. You are influenced by space, the atom, time, the hourglass, free will, the human, and spirit, the third eye butterfly. This is a transcendence of your soul and a healing for the collective consciousness. We are evolving alongside spirit and the universe. There is an overreaching purpose, the rainbow, to what we do, who we are, and where we go. Deep down, we feel it's called and that we have been here before. We sense that there is something else above and beyond all of this. Notice how the eyes in the artwork lovingly and confidently look at you. This is your highest self, the eyes, the knowingness of your soul. Allow it to guide, comfort, reach, and center you on this great adventure. You can also connect with you in the quantum realm through spiritual practice, nature, and communication via the heart. We are always in the 5D realm. It's just that we live in the 3D as a humans. But that is not all we are. Our souls connects us to the source of spirit. See the magic mushroom that grow by your feet, there for you as you set off into the mystic unknown. The mushrooms symbolize the gift of breadcrumbs that spirit and our soul have given you. Will you take them? Will you allow them to help you see? They will help you to awaken and recognize your spirit given gifts and intuition. Pulling this card has an energy of soulful remembering behind it. To listen when your soul calls you. This is your higher self gifting this to you. Now they call you to remember what this is really all about, to not get too lost in the details of daily human life, to zoom out and see the big picture, the rise above, to rise above and come back home to your core. Do you remember, dear soul? Connect with your highest self and thank them for the reminder. Invite them to offer more signs. Tell them that you deeply appreciate them. The energy of gratitude will put you into a state of receiving. This will help to enhance the signs. When you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning, send a prayer. I like that. That pretty much sums it all up. And yeah, this is a really cool card. It's got the eyes, and I always think the eyes are the windows of the soul. You can really see a lot in someone's eyes. There's the hourglass for time. Actually, this is all just a learning experience. And here she is back at another dimension, the 5D with the rainbow trail and the butterfly of source above her. So, yeah, that is a really good card for us to get at this point. But we have to take heed on our lifestyle. We have to look around and realize what our life is all about and who we're around. If we're around people that make us feel small, it's because they want to feel bigger. Be careful with that. Everybody is equal, everybody is the same, but yet we're different. You are so brave to keep on going the way you do. The Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, and redemption, number 35, which is an 8, which is infinity. I am healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. The brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so. In that dark and forbidden forest, the place, it is said, where you might not survive, the place they say that if you go to you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey, not half-heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. The part of the journey that nearly caused you to lose your soul or something essentially to your being for good, and then having it to return to retrieve it. Doing the doing the same hard thing, not once, but twice, is not easy to do, even if it is just remanaging it in our bed and heart. In our head and heart, it still activates the same old wounds, pains, and stories. The brave one recognizes that to go on as her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest to retrieve and resurrect her soul. This means facing the dragon, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point in her journey. Pulling the Forbidden Forest card can be a positive affirmation that you are in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are earning the inner and outer gifts you so rightfully deserve. Alternatively, this card can be a sign that you may need to return to the Forbidden Forest to heal, retrieve, or resurrect something of yours. Is there anything you have been suppressing or resisting? You may be at a point where it's time. Even if you need to ask others for help, that is brave too. Every hero needs an ally. This may be a good time to do a journal session, self-guided meditation with instrumental music in the background, or even seek counsel with a loved one or therapist if you feel called to. Imagine returning to the Forbidden Forest to retrieve and heal a lost piece of yourself. Visualize it in detail, walking through the woods. What do you find there? A messenger, a wound, your soul, a memory, your higher self. Allow your inner vision to manifest through you. Ask your spirit guides or ancestors for insight. When we, as people call it, pray or meditate, as spiritual people call it, or go within, whatever you want to call it, you have to continue your story, your journey. This is your story. Remember, people will come into your world to share your journey, but don't let them take away what you are. Don't stoop to the level of I will be a robot and do whatever the hell you want, because that's not your journey. That might be their journey, but that's not your journey. A 36, which is a 9. Could you surrender just a bit more? The seeker, all-seeing eye, spirit, and release. She's crying. Her eyes are closed, but her third eye is wide open with energy coming out. There's a lot of tears that we spill in this 3D plane of existence, but we have to dry them up and forgive and forget and go on. It's not the end of the world. I surrender to the divine. The third eye does not look in order to see. Instead, it feels and knows. It is the most mystical of all spiritual symbols and is the seeker of our world, the part of us that brings us to higher understanding and connected us with the divine, if we allow it to. The seeker archetype in the cloaked being who can travel between realms, the one who uncovers universal magic and mystery, the finder of Atlantis in the sea, the opener of ancient books, even when the world tells them not to. They travel to forbidden and uncharted lands when others are too feared to do so. Ironically, our human nature and our own two eyes can often get in the way of our seeking. Part of learning to see with our third eye is actually to close our own, to get out of our way of boxed in thinking, rationalizing and overanalyzing things. Reason and logic are not what carries us to magic realms. It is surrendering to the spirit and quieting our mind so we can open up to the mysteries. The one who learns to see does it by using their third eye connection with spirit. Notice that the goddess in the artwork is crying. She cries tears of awe and wonder at what she is seeing. Her third eye, wide open and looking toward the heavens, is symbolic of the heightening understanding and awakening we are capable of receiving. A release, the tears flowing downward, allows for the rise, the third eye seeing upward. Observe how the goddess becomes the horizon. She is the rising sun with a renewed sense of optimism for life. The sun is within her mouth, as though she will speak, express, or sing about her powerful experience. That surrendering and releasing rather than controlling and consuming was how she achieved it. She asked you, could you surrender just a bit more? It would be wise to continue practicing the release of yourself to spirit. The best way to activate your third eye is to get your mind out of the way. Let yourself get carried away within the magic of every present moment. Try to get through a whole day of not judging, forcing, or overanalyzing anything. If you pay attention, you will be surprised by how much you do. Spirit would rush in if it only had the room to. Yeah, we're not giving spirit the room because we know everything and we are, the holy grail of it all. No, we're not. No, we're not. We can all wonder and we can all feel that way, but yeah, we're all part of the bigger picture. We just don't know it yet. Angelic frequencies. Angels are here. You are safe, potent connections. The angelic frequency is the energy of the angels in the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart has aligned with it. We've essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of source. And so when we're in touch with the angelic realm, we're also connected to the heart of God. I love that. This card features a being of light. The streams of light surrounding it are the angelic frequencies pouring down to light upon our life. This image also unblocks and unlocks our soul's memories of our guardian angel. Before we were in this life, we danced across the midnight sky. And as the universe follows the law of attraction, our angels was attracting to us because of our likeness was also in them. So we became connected. And since then, our angel has been with us through every lifetime and every experience. Visualize yourself surrounded by golden light to attract the angelic kingdom into your world. Silently say, thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence. It feels so good to know you are here. Welcome in their light. Angels are drawing close at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time. And you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of all those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both intentionally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunity. The path you are on is aligned to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by angels. Yeah, I think we're closer than we ever were to them now that we're practicing what we need to do. Okay. We have some very special cards that came out in this reading for today. We got the Sanat Mata, open channel, signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information. We have a lot of sacred information coming through, and we need to really open our channels. Sanat Kamata, which means eternal youth, is an advanced cosmic light being who is dedicated to helping the earth rise up towards the light. He is deeply passionate about supporting those on earth who feel called to fulfill their life's purpose and make a difference. This brilliant guardian of light has been acknowledged in many different traditions and even has a temple dedicated to him in Kyoto, Japan. Legend has it that he came from Venus 6.5 million years ago and is eternally 16 years old. Due to the atmospheric difference between the two planets, in the ascending master teachings, Lord Kamara is the regent of Earth and of humanity, the head of the spiritual hierarchy that governs spiritual guides and supports the Earth's evolution. Much of the information about him states that he resides upon the etheric plane in Shambhala, the city of light, hidden in the Himalayas. Sanat Kamara is also the head of the Venetians and the twin flame of Lady Venus. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickering of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in sleep or meditation are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Right now, you are an open channel to source codes and information that can help you understand how your life can be more aligned to the energy of purpose and meaning. If you are feeling highly psychic or intuitive, or are feeling a particular message rising up from within, this card is here to help you trust in what you are receiving and encourage you to follow through on the guidance. Whether you are experiencing more signs, downloads, or spiritual experiences than usual, or it's an entirely new experience for you, it's important to take some time in contemplation and meditation now. Signs are wondrous moments, but it's also important to reflect on them, for they can have critical, life-affirming information that will support you on your path. Know that you are being guided and were born to be a light. That makes so much sense because we got Lady Venus, the twin flame. And this is light activation, call to action. It's time, starseeds, it's time. Power surges, Earth mission. Lady Venus and his advanced cosmic being of exquisite light, dedicated to helping us connect with divine wisdom. She is an interplanetary representative of divine love and a bringer of the higher consciousness that will support the ascension of planet Earth. The twin flame and Sanat Kamata, she is the queen of a cosmic race of light beings known as the Venetians. Venetian energy is an advanced cosmic energy similar to that of angels, and the Venetians consider themselves our starry ancestors. When called upon, they can help us embark upon a personal mission to make a difference on this earth. Lady Venus, although may be a lesser known divine master, will be there to help anyone who wants to dedicate their life to making a difference. When her card pops out for life and for you, your life has this potential. For hundreds and thousands of years, those on earth have prayed for a better way. You were born in response to those prayers. You were called to earth on a mission. Everything you have faced, overcome, and healed from is preparation for leaving a legacy. You are someone who will make a great change. This work can be overwhelming, though, so the universe won't place an expectations or pressure on you. But just by making small gifts, you are showing those around you that it is possible if you feel you are constantly helping, healing, and guiding others. That's because this is a calling from deep within your soul. Lady Venus is here now to give you a surge of power and inspiration to take this work further. Answered my question. Sometimes I get to this point where it's like, okay, nobody's out there. Hello. Nobody's listening. Nobody really cares. But then I wake up and I'm like, nah, gotta go on. Somebody cares. Somebody's listening. Somebody might know. And I hope that happens because we got some serious cards today. And yeah. The first card that we got in this massive expedition, this adventure, this knowing of the knows, the nows, everything is right now the two of Earth and the dreams of Gaia. And you know what she's doing? She is balancing work and play, balancing responsibility and personal needs. Be open to compromise, be confident but grounded. Realistic goals and expectations. Take stock and prioritize. Forgive your limitations and ask for help. Equilibrium, flexibility, adaptability, balance, harmony, compromise, confident, procrastination, and freedom. This is all of it. See what she's doing? She's juggling everything. But guess what? Her throat chakra has a rose and it's covered up. Her third eye is covered up. She is in nature, but guess what? This card symbolizes the importance of balancing home, family, and play whilst remaining flexible and adaptable in meeting one's commitment and responsibility. You're filled with a sense of purpose. You have goals and dreams, nurturing them. Be willing to do what is needed in order to make them manifest, but do so with mindfulness and the awareness that all you do has an impact on those around you. Be confident, trust in both yourself and your abilities, but also be flexible, adaptable, and open to compromise. Self-belief is the key to maintaining a healthy equilibrium. If you believe that you can achieve your goals and meet your responsibilities at the same time, then there is a good chance that you can, but ground yourself confidence in reality, realizing that you are not superhuman or perfect. There is a limit to what you can do and achieve without burning the candle on both ends. There is a limit to what you can do and achieve. I'm going to say that again. There is a limit. You can't keep burning both ends of the candles all day. You'll get drained and you won't be a happy camper and you won't be helping any. Really, you're not helping anybody. Because if you're not at your highest self and you're not working on self, you're not helping anybody around you because you're juggling everything. You're probably cranky. You're trying to do everything perfect your way or the highway. Get out of that mindset. Step out of that box. Be grounded. Be grounded. Your self-confidence in reality, realizing that you are not superhuman or perfect. There is a limit to what you can do and achieve without burning the candle at both ends. I needed to read that again because I see so many people burning the candle at both ends and they're wondering why they're totally friggin' miserable and they're stuck in the past. Be aware and respectful of your physical, mental, and emotional needs. Forgive your limitations, ask for help, and share your responsibilities if you need to, before you start to drop things because you are mentally, physically, and emotionally worn. And that is what's going to happen. You will wear yourself out to the point where you'll need to ask for help. And if you don't ask for help, then you just drown in your sorrow. Okay, now We got with that card, with the Earth card, we got the 3 Empress. And we got her the other day, but she was right up. This time she's upside down. So, this is a clarifier for this card. The 2, the 3, which is a 5, which is telling me you have to change. Now, this reversed is insecurities, overbearing, negligent, smothering, lack of growth, lack of progress. Empress reversed indicates that you may have lost some of your own willpower and strength by focusing too much on other people's affairs and neglect your own needs and desires. Lack of self-worth, jealous, clingy lover, lack of progress in love, feeling insecure of work, not growing skills, stale job, feeling insecure about financial despite being stable. It could also mean that you are relying on others to take care of you and make decisions for you. You need to work towards removing this influence on your life and build confidence in your own actions. This is basically, this is basically a great clarifier card, upside down. And got to work on self. Self is the most important thing right now, people. I can't stress it enough. And I see more people pointing fingers. You got it. No, I don't got to do nothing. You got to work on yourself. Don't tell me what my faults are, because I know what my faults are. I have a mirror. I can see my faults. I have people. I listen. I observe, but I don't absorb. We got the mother again, and we got the Earth Mother last time. And the mother, okay, wait a minute. We're not on the mother yet. Hang on. Okay. Gotcha. Now, I jumped ahead a little bit. We are on the father. Now, we did get the mother too, but we got the father reversed. And we know what fatherhood is. It's leadership, it's authority, it's protection, responsibility, guidance, support, compassion, and control. This is the center of power within a family unit, a time of decisive action, a source of strength, not fear. What did your father teach you? The biggest problem with this is I can see is we have a lot of fathers missing in the nesting home. They are out getting other mama's babies, and they gotta put it back in their pants and take care of shit. That just drives me crazy. I hate it. It shouldn't be happening. These men should be taking care of their kids, and yeah. But women are this day. Women do the same thing. They take off. They have a baby and they take off. They don't want nothing to do with it. And then the men's raising them. So yeah, it's kind of like an equal balancing act on both male and female. We can't blame the male, because I've seen males raising their kids, and I've seen females raising their kids. So that's a double-edged sword, saying that one is at fault and the other they're not. You're not. There is no fault. There's blockages, but there's no fault. When the father appears in the reverse position, it suggests attitudes towards gender roles may need an update. The time when the father was sole lord and master of his domain is long past. Today, that rule is shared. No longer are there set rules for the father and mother within the household. A commitment union between two loving people is a partnership in which all responsibilities and duties are shared and not in gender specific manner. Oh God. It is just as much the man role to keep the house in clean order state as it is a woman's. If you are a man receiving this card reversed and the dishes need doing or the ironing is piling up, do not look to your partner. Remember, if the If the tap washer needs changing, do not look to your partner to do it. Do it yourself. If you are a parent with children, make sure to teach your daughters how to mow the lawn, change a tap washer, and fix the car. Teach your son how to cook, wash their dishes, and clean the house. Avoid assigning children their chores according to gender. A woman place, a woman's place is no longer in the kitchen cooking the meal or dusting and polishing the furniture. And if you believe it is, then it is an outdated notion of which you should rid yourself. The father reverse represents gender bias and inequality that is founded in outdated old-fashioned thinking. You are not lord and master. You share rule. You share the responsibilities for performing all tasks and duties, not just the ones you enjoy. It is time to put gender bias aside. If you have had a habit of assigning duties and responsibilities on a gender basis, it is time to desist. Yeah, don't do that. I still see men doing that. Not a good way. I see men retired, but the wife's never retired. She's still doing all that shit. So, yeah, don't be that way. So, with that, we got the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups for the father, which was upside down. The Four of Cups was upside down. It came in the reversed. Oh, it got dark real quick, like it's gonna rain. Clarity, awareness, acceptance, choosing happiness. The Four of Cups reverse suggests that the current feels a surge of new strength and is ready to take advantage of new opportunities. Life gives them pleasure again after a long period of boredom, and they are in a pleasant state of waiting for something. Being more active in love, new understanding of love, new inspiration or creativity, realization about career adjustment, position, positive approach to finances, willpower to achieve financial goals. This card suggests that the client will communicate a lot and make new friends, perhaps as a result of attending a party or accepting someone's invitation. It may be worth renewing old acquaintances and thinking about how important they are to them. Yeah, it looks kind of like a longtime friend. No, she's blowing the shell, and somebody's handing her a shell out of the sky, and she's ignoring them. Okay, now we got the Eight of Fire. What's a reading without fire? This transformation through action, change on a physical level. It is time to act, give something a new purpose, transmute negative energy, a renewed sense of purpose. Don't be lazy. Inaction may yield unwelcome changes. Yeah, she symbolizes transformation, physical level, and bringing freedom and joy. It is time to start a new job and quit one. It is time to move house because the one you are living in restricts and hampers you. Or it is time to lose a little bit of weight, the weight thing. Yeah, I'm working on it. When I quit smoking cigarettes, I gained about 20 pounds. I was like, oh my God. It almost made me want to smoke a cigarette again, but I'm not going there. It's been over 2 years since me and my husband both quit. He really didn't gain any weight, but I did. And I should have chewed gum more. I quit one time and I chewed gum and I never gained a pound. But this time I think I gained 20 pounds and it wasn't good. But yeah, this is the fire. We need to get the fire under our butt to get us going sometimes. And it's okay. You know what? Got to take your time sometimes, but you can't take all the time because your life will end because you got the oyster, got the Ace of Cups. What is the Ace of Cups? It's love, new feelings, emotional awakening, creativity, spirituality, intuition. My card's falling out of my book. The Ace of Cups represents a positive flow of energy and camaraderie. It can also indicate a mutual beneficial friendship that brings happiness and deep emotional satisfaction. Yeah. This is a beautiful, it's like the oyster is the pearl of your world. It's just a beautiful card. So it wasn't, that was time to wake up and take action, and you'll find your pearl. Now, the next one we got was the scribe. And the scribe, is the record keeper. He is looking for an unbiased source. He collects all the record keeping information, knowledge, tradition, history, personal history, and preservation and censorship. This is someone that's objective and seeks multiple perspectives, and we've talked about that. Visit to the library, or you need to do your own. This is telling you to back up your files and start doing your own research. Not everything is as it seems. Just because they write a paper, the government sends something out, or the news people spill out their baloney to make a buck at telling the news that may not be news, it may be a bunch of crap. We listen to it. Don't listen to it. Just take it with a grain of salt. Learn, observe, don't absorb. And then we got the 10 of Pentacles. And this is legacy, roots, family, ancestry, inheritance, windfall, foundation, privilege, affluence, stability, and tradition. The 10 of Pentacles represents legacy, accomplishments, and financial abundance. The asker has reached a pinnacle in their journey, recently completing on an important career or life milestone through hard work. This card is also about family ties and cultivating deep bonds. It serves as a reminder to spend time with your loved ones and build memories. Additionally, this card is a positive omen if the asker is hoping to grow their family. Everybody wants a beautiful family with the mother, the kids, the dog, on the hill. It's got the lighthouse. Everything is flowing with this. It's beautiful. Now is the time for you to take care of your family, of your loved ones around you. Don't ignore them. Don't be in your own little world all the time, like me. Just kidding. Yeah, I do tend to be in my world. I get that you have to be in your own little world sometimes. But we've got to be careful with that. The mother showed up. Love without conditions, encouraging gifts and talents, emotional intimacy and affection. Be supportive, embrace abundance, let go of expectations. We are all different. Nurture ideas and goals, voice thoughts and feelings, forgive past failures, release control of others, emotional manipulation. That is a very interesting, this, in the position this landed, it's got potential and abundance. And now is the time to allow ideas to germinate, take root and grow. Cultivate them, nurture them, and be excited and passionate as you take your ideas from concept to manifestation. You have the mother with you and within you. And we got the father. We actually got two mothers and the father. They're trying to say, hey, I made mistakes too. I come down and I was not perfect. I am sorry, but you have to move on and you have to live your life and you have to do it beautifully. So we got the Queen of Wands, and she's creating, and that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be creating for the paradise we have. This is generous, caring, nurturing, homebody, good business sense, for practical, comforting, welcoming, and sensibility. The Queen of Pentacles represents success in business and financial affairs. A sensible, practical approach leads to steady progress. This is a card of material abundance and sensual pleasure. The Queen of Pentacles also symbolizes independence and success after a long period of effort. The asker challenging uphill journey is reaching completion. It has felt like an uphill journey for 4 years now or more. Everything that we've done feels like you're going up and you're going up and you're going up. So now we have had the record keeper, the Akashic record keeper, the scribe, the mother, sky father, two mothers today, lit the fire under our butt, and the earth is just going out of control. So we did get, after the Queen of Wands, we did get the Heaven and Earth card. And I love this card because this is where we're going. We are going to create heaven on earth, whether people think so or not. It is what it is. And now I don't even know where the hell it is. Oh, there. No, I guess we don't have that one. Well, we did. Okay, well, if it was meant to read, it'll appear. And if it's not, it won't. But in the Heaven and Earth card, which we know we've got the Heaven and Earth card, it's creating our heaven on earth. We got the masculine and feminine, but we did get the star as a clarifier for the heaven on earth. And that makes me feel even better with the number 18, which is a 9. The star. Hope, inspiration, positivity, faith, renewal, healing, and rejuvenation. The star card brings hope, renewed power, and strength to carry on with life. It shows how abundantly blessed you are by the universe, as evidenced by the various things around you. Remember that you hold within you all that you need for your fulfillment. The only thing that you need is courage. For this, you have every reason to rejoice. We are going to be rejoicing. Right now, we're just going through the bad parts of the world, but there is good parts. But we also have to, okay, there it is. There's heaven on earth. See, I told you if heaven on earth wanted to appear, it appeared. This is separation is an illusion. Center and align spiritual beings in a physical body. Spirit dwells in nature. Experience life and learn from experience. Symbiotic relationships harm the planet and you harm humanity. The ordinary is magical and the magical is ordinary. We have to remember that when Jesus came to this earth, he was a teacher. He went by the water and made a clay bird, and it flew away. You don't think that we have the powers that our Creator gave us? We have a lot of powers. We just have to remember how to put them into perspective to create our heaven on earth. And we did get the star, and we already read the star. So I told you the heaven on earth would appear when it needed to appear, and I guess it needed to appear. We got the masculine and feminine, the 11, the master number, which doubles in power. And we have to remember the gender. Put aside gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine. Masculine energy serves to protect. Feminine energy serves to nurture. Too much of one, not enough of the other. Time to evaluate and realign. Allow the energy to increase and ebb. Embrace the energy that best suits your needs. Let me give you an example of someone that is not balanced in their masculine and feminine. The feminine is, I love everybody and everybody, just be compassionate and loving and cry all the time. That's feminine. Could be masculine, but that's more feminine. The masculine is the strength. So you have no strength. You're afraid of everything, blah, 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 blah. You have no strength. You have no masculine. You have to balance those. You have to be strong when you need to and compassionate when you have to. That is not Einstein shit. We should know that when we're going into something that we're hurting people just by our words. If we'd sit there and listen, if we go high on the eagle and view down at the perception of things, you would look at yourself probably as an asshole, as would I. We have to really look at what we're doing and think about it. Because usually we just splurt shit out, good at it, I'm good at it, splurt shit out, and you don't think about what you're saying, and then you got to go, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, Screw that sorry shit. We just don't do it. We'll just practice not doing it. I'm working on my triggers. It's time for you to work on your triggers. And life is but a trigger. And in the masculine, we got the Two of Cups. I couldn't believe how many cards flew out. I said to my husband, 15 more minutes. He's back in here. You done yet? No. We get the Two of Cups, and I love this card because this is the masculine and feminine coming together. This is the yin and yang. This is the balance between masculine and feminine. This is what we were always supposed to be. They confused us and said, we went through the Leave It to Beaver time. Okay. We all thought, oh, I want to be Mrs. Cleaver and have Beaver and Morn come home and kiss me and be the housewife that my mama always was because that's what we thought we were supposed to do. Oh, hell no. That's not what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to be partners. Everything about partners. And none of us did. We're all guilty. Unity, partnership, attraction, connection, close bonds, joining forces, and mutual respect. Could you imagine if two people get together, masculine and feminine, and were completely balanced? They'd be a powerhouse in this world. The Two of Cups specifically signifies harmony in relationships and open communication. The symbol of this card is two hearts, indicating that the querent is in a special union that feels fulfilled and mutually beneficial. The Two of Cups is a sign to engage in open communication with loved ones. The querent is encouraging to review their current relationship and clear up any miscommunications. This includes taking accountability for what is within their control. I've always taken accountability of the stupidity shit that I've done, and I've thought about it, and then I released it because I'm not going to live with it forever. We all made mistakes. Don't play the harp on them and pull out your little violin every time you want to boo-hoo. Boo-hooing all the time is not a good thing. I don't like boo-hoos. No boo-boos. We've got the 14, which is a 5, change, King of Earth. Take pride in accomplishment. Pay it forward. Honor your process. No, now is not the time to make changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy, abuse, misuse of power. Yeah. Donnie, don't tell me what to do. Yeah, we do abuse our power. All of us do. Women, men. Women can be that bitchy person. Men can be bitchy too. So yeah, it's kind of an equal there. We try to blame the other person, but really we should have took the rap. The King of Earth is a very satisfied man, and he has every reason to be. Everything he touches turns to gold. His kingdom is secure and wealthy, and his people are happy and prosperous. Yeah, that's where we're going. That's where I'm going. You guys can come along. That's okay. I'll drag my husband along. He's got to see it to believe it, so I'll just put it in his face. I'll say, hey, you got to go talk to Mr. See It to Believe It over there. Show him your power. Yeah, get him. I love picking on my husband. He likes picking on me. Okay, we got the 8 after the King of Earth. What is that? What did I just say the men have to do and the women? We have to have strength. All of us. Courage, bravery, confidence, compassion, self-confidence, inner power. Getting the strength card means that you are a very patient individual who is likely to accomplish anything that they put their minds to. You're resilient, will greatly aid you, and your fearlessness means that you should have no issues speaking your mind. Yeah, we have let men and women of this earth have let the things that have happened in their life happen. So we can't go blaming anybody. We can't point fingers. We're all working on our triggers. We're all working on our process through this life. And I think we're walking pretty proud. I think we're all pretty good people. The last card we got, and I love this card. You guys know I love this card. This is the 8 of Earth, which is infinity. We've got dozens of 8s. This is success, wealth, love. Do what you love and love what you do. Make plans for the future. A time of abundance is ahead. Confidence in a future outcome. Do not rest on your laurels. Money does not buy happiness. Lose the lack mentality. Yeah. If you feel you have nothing and your world is ending, that's the lack mentality. You have everything you need at the point you need it. That's what I got to say about that. This is getting kind of quick because I got a beautiful day going on in Florida and I need to go out and do some things. So I wanted to get this covered because we had 18 million cards come out, it seemed like. And we got the Queen of Wands. Look at her. Look at her in her glory. Wow. She is taking control. Confident, self assured, passionate, determined, social, charismatic, vivacious, optimistic. Queen of Wands represents self confidence, independence, and courage. This card symbolizes the growth that takes place along the journey to become a strong and self assured individual. The Queen of Wands acts as an extrovert, enjoying healthy and inspiring competition, such a person is able to create an atmosphere of confidence that attracts others. Yeah, we don't want to be somebody that is not attractive because we got the Chariot, and the Chariot was reversed. Forceful, no direction, no control, powerless, aggression, obstacles. The reverse Chariot appearance in a reading can help you realize that you have started too many projects at the same time and are now unable to resolve all conflicts in time. The Chariot reversal meaning can also be an indication of a lack of control and direction. Over your life, you are at the mercy of opposing forces and obstacles and can't seem to muscle the strength to take over. What I suggest is people that are feeling weak and abandoned and hurt and fearful, do some meditation. You are not alone. You have your spirit guides and your ancestors and our creator and everything about it. And we did get on the Enchanted Map Oracle strength. This is what I'm telling you. She's got her foot pulled right out there. She's trying to catch the leaves, and she's using all the strength she can to hold up the world with this hand, her leg out here, and your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting task is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and resilience on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. Did we ever think that we have the Christos in our heart, Christ consciousness? Did we ever think that we were alone all the time? If we did, we need to quit it. Because we got the last card, Infinity. 8, come together. Unity. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing the come together card is a sign that you're on the path to discovery. The nature of this emotion in all its forms of expression, romantic, familiar, unconditional, spiritual in each instance. There is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, or spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished like a magnet. You're attracting love into your life. This is the time for harmonious, caring partnerships. You need that partner. We all need a partner. And did we have this is a long reading, people. Okay. Now we're going to go to the Starseed Oracle. And it was interesting the way these cards come out. Okay. This one came first. It was loosen your grip, coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. We're cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substance, the relationship, the job, and the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part we're most afraid to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us or clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control to release your coping mechanism and leave space for your grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? I'm going to reread that one because I think it was a really good. Loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strengths to surrendering to the grace of life. It's not flowing good enough for us. We want to hurry it. We want to push it. Get going. You can't do that. We got to go when it's trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So often, those who feel like they're here for a reason sense that time is running out, and they spend their life worrying that they might miss their moment. But the only way to miss your life or your moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. It's never too late to answer a calling, and you're never too old. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect unison. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. You'll waste your precious time and energy when instead you could be enjoying your life. Everything has a season, and you're being called to trust the one you're in. Don't let impatience, comparison, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat. Keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible at such reactive speeds. Right now, you're being reminded to take a breath and trust the wave you came in on, to trust the season you're in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush, and it's never too late. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you trust the timing of your life a little more? Okay, the last card for the Starseed Oracle is water your garden. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you're a seasonal being. Cyclic, you can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest, and refuel, to take a moment to restock and replenish and slow right on down. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well being, to put your health and body first. I know it can feel like time is running out and as if there are urgent things that simply can't wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in. This way of living isn't sustainable. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common because we're putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. How are you being called to put on the brakes, to rest, restore, and rejuvenate? When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend, day, or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself enough time to recover when you find yourself running on your reserves. There is enough time. Life will bend towards you when you do. What is your body yearning for? Your body will tell you the needs, the body will help you out. The last card that we got was from the Golden Future, and I knew this card was for us. 31, which is a 4, illumined masters, be a spreader of love. And there's my hummingbird and the butterflies, and there's a code up here. There are thousands of illumined masters who have ascended into higher dimensions and are now guiding us on Earth. In the golden future, when the veils between the earthly and spiritual realms are thin, they will actually be seen walking amongst the people of this planet. They will be spreading pure love that will fully open the hearts of all humans and animals. The flow of love between people will also be tangible. Everyone will feel that they are totally loved and lovable. So they will glow with self-worth, joy, and confidence. For the first time, humans will truly know how to love. They will realize that they belong on Earth. In the golden future, everyone will understand and experience true love. When this card of love comes to you, it calls on you to examine the deepest recesses of your heart. Remember that without ego, there is only love. Pull back the veil of illusion from your eyes and see all your actions and those of others with eyes of compassion. View all relationship situations and circumstances through a prism of love. Set yourself free through understanding and acceptance. Open yourself up and let love flow. Everyone is different. We all have challenges, but love is everywhere. It is unconfined and unrestricted. It dissolves everything. Lord Jesus is now the bringer of cosmic love. He is the spokesman for the intergalactic council, the body that takes decisions for this universe. And your guidance is to call on him. Ask for a boost of cosmic love to flow to Earth and to you as an individual. Take a deep breath and feel unconditional love burst. Any locks on your heart, love yourself and prepare to be a spreader of unconditional love in the new golden age. I love this reading today. I knew it was long. I had to do it because it's Magical Monday and tomorrow's Thoth Tuesday, and I can't do another one tomorrow. So I have to separate them out. But I try to stay away from negative energies as much as I can. But, in this world, it's hard to. And you can feel, if you rub your hands a lot, you can feel the energy and the warmth go within. and put your hands on your heart. And you can feel the Christ consciousness within. It's like a cosmic explosion of love. Okay, now I love everybody. You do know that. And may every step in your journey be magical. And I hope everybody out there is just being you. Just be you. Don't be anybody else. And you know what? People will love you even more when you're you. Just you.